Yo, what's good, YouTube? So, next project is this beautiful C8 Corvette 2023. It is in this beautiful blue color, but the owner wants to promote his Granite Countertop business. So, I think it's called Chicago Stone Gallery in Chicago, obviously. So, yeah, we're gonna cover this beautiful blue up just for the business. So we got a full custom design coming. Spent a couple weeks working on it, making sure it's perfect for him and what he wants. So went back and forth with the designer at We Print Wraps and got it finalized and everything. It's gonna be a full white to black fade. So from the front, it's gonna start white and it's gonna fade right near the back of the door to black. And the stone print you'll see is like a really nice sharp texture, marble. And on the white part, it's gonna be black streaks, and on once it gets to the black, it's gonna be white. So white to black fade. It's gonna be an insane. Definitely gonna be a one-of-one wrap. Definitely gonna stand out and promote the business, and especially on a C8, it's gonna be insane. So I already did one of these. I know what to expect. Just a couple things to go over with a full design is that you need to lay a full design in one piece pretty much. So all the print and the marble textures line up going all the way through. So this entire side from the fender to the back of the quarter panel has to be pretty much laid in one piece. They are cut out in sections from We Print Wraps. They cut it out. But yeah, that's how you have to do the sides. And then what I'm thinking is to do the sides first and then line the hood up with the sides, because it's easier to adjust the hood piece than it is to adjust the side piece to the hood, if you know what I'm saying. It might not come out perfect. This is my first one. I'm gonna try and line up the marble as perfect as possible to each panel. They make it so it's possible. It's just gonna be really interesting. So when it comes to the bumper pieces and stretching and all that stuff, to match it to this piece of the bumper is hard. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm excited. I think it's gonna come out sick. I mean, it's just to promote the business. So as long as most of the car looks amazing, the streaks, if they're minimally off, it's no big deal. Most people aren't gonna be paying attention to that. They're just gonna be paying attention to the fact that it's a C8 that looks like a granite countertop. So it's gonna be fun. The back bumper I'm gonna have to remove again, like I did on the other one. Badges have to come off. Corvette, the Stingray. The spoiler they actually didn't make a piece for the spoiler, because it's just like impossible to match all the granite with custom designs or whatever design it may be. It's really hard to match all these pieces up. So I think I'm gonna do the spoiler gloss black, since the back end is gonna be black. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be one of one, like I said. The roof comes in different pieces, all types of stuff going on with this one. So yeah, gonna be really, really dope. I'm glad he trusted me with it, because he could have gone anywhere else. So yeah, gonna start today on the disassembly. So pretty much I got to take the mirrors off, those two black pieces off, which is the door handle and just the trim. Probably get started on the back bumper, and then the badges. Got to remove the badges here and in the back, and the 3M tape left behind on it. And then also one more thing is this, like I was saying, with the seams in between panels. So when I have to, this is only going to be an issue for the ones I have to lay the whole side pieces on. So when it comes to here, it'll be fully wrapped here and there. But the middle pieces where I have to line it up perfectly, I have to cut perfectly in the middle of each panel. And, you know, whether it's it's going to be like 1/8 of an inch left on each side to feed in there. So it is possible from certain angles that you'll see blue, but that's just what it comes with a full design. You can't just separate the panels beforehand and then lay them separately, because you will never line up the pieces, especially in a pattern like this one that we're doing. It's going to be hard to line up these granite marble lines, these patterns. So you know, it's just for the business. You know, it's not a perfect color. It's not going to be a real color change wrap where I could do every piece individually. So mainly on the door, around the door, in between there and the side skirt is where, and right here on the gas cap is where, you know, I'm gonna have just enough to feed into both sides. You know what I'm saying? It probably won't leave blue, I'm not gonna lie. You know, if you're really just looking in there, you'll see blue. But other than that, I think it'll cover up nicely. But like I said, it's for the business. It's not, you know, it's not like he's doing this for a perfect color change. This is going to be a separate piece, so that'll be fully covered in here. These pieces, I think, from the front to here or here, it's one piece that I have to lay it in, so maybe you'll see blue here as well. And this one's separate. We'll see. I'm getting the print tomorrow, so I'll figure out everything then, how they separated it. So full marble fade wrap. It's not just a marble wrap, it's a fade wrap. It's gonna be insane. I can't wait to show you guys the finished product. This one's definitely gonna be sick. So yeah, we do have to cover up this beautiful blue color, but what are you gonna do? People have to promote their businesses out here, so yeah. I'm gonna start disassembly. I'm not gonna bore you with that. Once I start laying the whole panel, I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse, so let's get it. All right guys, so a little update. I took everything apart yesterday, other than the bumper, but we'll do that when we get to it. Right now the material just came in, so just wanted to show you guys that I separated everything, and it literally shows, you know, they list it and it shows where it goes, so it's beautiful. Everything has its label, driver's side, you got front bumper, rear bumper, everything's in there. So everything's separated into sections. Like I said, I think I'm definitely gonna do the sides first, because those are the hardest. Once I have the sides done, then it's easier to match the top pieces with the pattern to the side, because if you're doing the side and you have to stretch it, the pattern will move and shift way more than if I'm trying to line it with the side rather than the side with the top. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. In my head, that sounds the best. So I'm gonna give this car a nice wipe down and probably start on the passenger side. But full side done yesterday, came out great. So I thought I was gonna have to put a piece there or do knifeless tape there, which I did. I actually did lay knifeless tape on that edge right there, the 90 degree, but I ended up peeling it off when I got there, because I realized I could just lay everything down. So it's all one piece. You know, these areas you gotta cut right in the middle of it to make sure you get coverage on both sides. And that's only a problem around the door. Because the quarter panel at that end is good. Obviously I could tuck fully. And then this area is interesting. So I decided to do it this way because of this. So when I have to cut this, like I was explaining in the beginning, you know, it's not gonna fully cover in there. So I just decided to make a seam here, which a lot of people do anyway. On these C8s, they make a seam here because that piece is connected to the quarter panel. So it's really hard to like make a nice cut around here and then still put that material through here and all the way up. So, you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. This is gonna end up being gloss black. So I think it's gonna look good anyway. It's just like it's gonna look like a vent area. So that's good. I think it's gonna look good in gloss black. So that's the solution there. Other than that, you guys can see fade came out great. And alright guys, a small update after the hood. Came out pretty nice. Just like a extra explanation with lining shit up. So over here, it's not perfectly lined up like based off the design, but it blends in. It looks like it just goes, you know what I'm saying? The front we'll see, obviously with the bumper, but I doubt it's gonna line up too because you have to stretch these pieces, you know what I'm saying? Then over here, I lined this up perfectly. As you can see, literally to the millimeter, it's perfect. But then when you go down, this doesn't line up. And that's based off the fact that when I was doing this piece, I stretched it here because you need to stretch it. But, you know, I probably stretched it a little too much and that causes that difference. I mean, it's not terrible, it's marble, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're looking at the full car and the full car is gonna be done, nobody's gonna be looking at that. As long as like 90% of the car lines up, it's gonna be nice, which it is gonna be 90% lined up. The pillars here are gonna be perfect, and then the roof's gonna be perfect because it all has to be laid in one sheet. And then these panels here. So most of it's gonna be perfect, lined up, because it has to be done in one shot. But like when you're lining the hood up to this, you know, this is my first time doing it. I don't think the owner will think it's a big deal. It all just blends in once the whole car is done. So, yo, what's good, YouTube? So this is gonna be a quick one. I was in kind of a time crunch with this thing. It's so much work, especially with the rear bumper. I'll show you in a second. With the spoiler and everything, and he's coming today in like half an hour. So real quick outro video. I know I didn't record much, but I did record a lot of the first C8 I did. So if you guys want to see the process, you can go there. But yeah, everything came out amazing. Obviously the whole sides match, the whole roof matches. Just had a little bit different pattern over here, but even as you can see, some of this shit matches up even without me trying. When you look at it from afar, it all just goes with the flow. So yeah, front bumper is done. I put a couple black accent pieces around the car like this, since I have to cut the material here. I wasn't able to feed it all the way up without overstretching it. So I put a little black accent piece, which is fine because there's gloss black everywhere. Mirrors are done in the white, and then black on the inside with an extra black, like 1/4-inch seam tape, so it doesn't go apart. Like I said, with those, the inlets are done in gloss black. Everything, you know, just looks one piece. Not the whole car's together. You can really see how everything looks. The whole roof matches. I made sure to line up the roof perfectly with the quarter panel. Now the way they design it is you have to put a seam in the middle. So they separate the left and the right trunk, and you have to seam it down the middle. So it is what it is. This is meant for business. It's meant for to promote his business, not to be like a perfect wrap. Not saying that I didn't try to make it perfect, but it's not meant to be, you know, perfect color change. It's meant to literally just stand out and get him business. So as you can see, the spoiler is beautiful. Matched with the, I had to stretch it. I'm worried about it because they didn't give me an extra piece to do the spoiler. So I might have to redo this because I had to stretch it quite a bit, and I'm worried about it failing. But overall, it's tucked on nicely. Yeah, I had to take the rear wheels off because there's no way I was getting my hand up in there to get those bumper bolts. So wheels came off. He had a special key for those. When I took the rear bumper off, everything comes off. Spoiler, tail lights, vents, so I could get full coverage all around everywhere. This is all one piece. It's not even seamed right there. I could have seamed it, but then you lose the pattern. This also up here, there's a gloss black strip because I had to cut the material here, and if I overstretched it, it would have just discolored. Doesn't really matter because nobody's looking there. Everybody's looking at the marble pattern. As long as the customer's happy and getting business, it's all that matters. So this was my first full design wrap. It was definitely one to remember. From the front, it looks so sick when you're looking at it when it fades over there. I feel like the white patterns on the black, just you could see them a little bit less than the black on the white. I don't know if that's just, you know, my eyes tweaking me out, but I wish maybe the white was a little brighter or there was more white on the black because it looks like there's a little bit less. But yeah, the thing looks crazy. If you guys need any wraps, full wraps, partial wraps, custom wraps, color changes, whatever you need, hit me up. I'm in Chicago, suburbs. Gonna close this one out. He's gonna be on his way. Interior, nice blue seatbelt. So yeah, crazy custom fade marble, granite countertop, whatever you want to call it, white to black. All done. There you have it. Next one's gonna be a crazy design too, so stay tuned. Peace.